Communication is an essential part of any relationship, whether it's a friendship, family bond, or romantic connection. It plays a crucial role in building understanding, trust, and emotional closeness. However, for communication to be meaningful and effective, it must be mutual. When one person is always initiating conversations, making plans, and putting in the effort to keep the relationship alive, it creates an imbalance. True communication should never be one-sided. Both individuals should feel equally involved and valued in the connection. If one person consistently finds themselves being the only one reaching out, it may lead to feelings of frustration, doubt, and emotional exhaustion. A healthy relationship thrives when both individuals contribute equally. When only one person takes responsibility for maintaining contact, it can indicate a lack of interest or effort from the other side. People who genuinely care will naturally want to communicate and stay connected without constant reminders. They will check in, ask about your day, and make time to be a part of your life. If this effort is missing, it might be a sign that the relationship lacks balance and mutual investment. Consistently being the one to initiate communication can create an unhealthy dynamic where one person feels they are doing all the work while the other simply responds out of obligation rather than genuine interest. Understanding the importance of mutual effort in communication helps individuals recognize their own worth. It is important to remember that healthy relationships are built on respect and equal participation. If someone truly values you, they will make an effort without being prompted. On the other hand, if they rarely or never take the initiative, it may be a sign that their priorities lie elsewhere. This realization can be difficult to accept, especially when emotions are involved, but it is necessary to acknowledge that meaningful relationships should not feel like a constant struggle for attention. Furthermore, when one person is always reaching out first, it can create feelings of insecurity and self-doubt. Questions like, do they really care? Or am I bothering them? May start to arise, leading to unnecessary stress and anxiety. In reality, no one should have to beg for attention or validation. Healthy communication should flow naturally between both individuals without the need to overanalyze or second-guess each interaction. It is important to understand that those who truly want to be a part of your life will make the effort to stay connected. Instead of focusing on those who do not reciprocate communication, it is more productive to invest time and energy in those who genuinely appreciate your presence. Surrounding yourself with people who value and respect your efforts will lead to more fulfilling and meaningful relationships. It is crucial to set healthy boundaries and expectations when it comes to communication, ensuring that relationships. In conclusion, communication is a shared responsibility, and it should never feel one-sided. A relationship where one person constantly initiates contact while the other remains passive is not a healthy or fulfilling one. It is important to recognize your own worth and prioritize relationships where communication is mutual and genuine. Instead of holding on to those who do not put in the effort, focus on building connections with those who truly care and value your presence. In any relationship, the value a person places on you is reflected through their actions and efforts. Words can be easily spoken, but it is effort that truly shows how much someone values your presence in their life. Whether it is a friendship, family bond, or romantic relationship, consistent effort is a sign of genuine care and appreciation. When someone values you, they do not take you for granted. Instead, they make a conscious effort to stay connected, support you, and ensure that the relationship remains meaningful. Effort is not about grand gestures. Rather, it is found in the little things: checking in, listening attentively, showing up when needed, and being present in both good and bad times. It is important to recognize that effort should not be one-sided. If you find yourself constantly making the effort to keep the relationship alive while the other person shows little to no interest, it may be a sign that they do not value you as much as you deserve. Relationships thrive on mutual effort, and when only one person is investing time and energy, it can lead to feelings of frustration and disappointment. Genuine relationships should not feel like a one-person job. They require both individuals to contribute equally to maintain a strong and lasting connection. When someone values you, their actions will reflect it naturally, without the need for constant reminders or pleading for attention. Understanding your worth is essential when it comes to value and effort in relationships. People who truly appreciate you will put in the effort because they recognize your importance in their lives. On the other hand, those who consistently fail to prioritize you may not see your true value. It is crucial to set boundaries and expectations to ensure that your relationships are healthy and fulfilling. Accepting less than you deserve can lead to feelings of being undervalued and unimportant, which can negatively impact your self-esteem and overall well-being. By valuing yourself first, you set the standard for how others should treat you. Effort in a relationship is not always about constant communication or extravagant gestures. Sometimes it is simply about being there when it matters most. A person who values you will remember the things that are important to you, make an effort to support your goals, and show interest in your life. They will make time for you despite their busy schedules and will prioritize you without being asked. This level of commitment and consistency is what differentiates meaningful relationships from superficial ones. When evaluating the value someone places on you, it is important to observe their actions rather than just listen to their words. Promises and sweet words can be deceiving if they are not backed up by effort and consistency. True value is demonstrated through reliability, respect, and a willingness to invest time and energy into the relationship. If someone genuinely cares, they will go out of their way to make you feel appreciated and valued, even in the smallest ways. On the other hand, if someone constantly makes excuses, fails to show up, or only puts in effort when it is convenient for them, it is a clear indication that they do not value you as much as you might have hoped. Recognizing this early on can help you avoid unnecessary disappointment and allow you to invest your time in people who genuinely appreciate you. Surrounding yourself with individuals who put in the effort will lead to more fulfilling and meaningful connections that enhance your life rather than drain it. In conclusion, value and effort go hand in hand in any relationship. It is important to recognize your own worth and not settle for less than you deserve. Genuine relationships are built on mutual effort, consistency, and a deep sense of appreciation. When someone truly values you, their actions will speak louder than their words, and their efforts will be evident in the way they prioritize and care for you. Self-worth is an essential aspect of a healthy and fulfilling life. It is the understanding and appreciation of one's own value, independent of external validation or approval from others. Too often, people seek validation from others to feel good about themselves, relying on compliments, social media likes, or attention to boost their confidence. However, true self-worth comes from within and is not dependent on how others perceive or treat us. It is about recognizing one's own strengths, capabilities, and uniqueness without needing constant reassurance. When a person values themselves, they are less likely to settle for relationships or situations that do not serve their best interests. Seeking validation from others can create a cycle of dependence where self-esteem fluctuates based on external factors. If people respond positively, one might feel good, but if they do not, it can lead to feelings of insecurity and self-doubt. This external dependency can become emotionally exhausting and unhealthy. On the other hand, when individuals build their self-worth from within, they become emotionally stronger and more resilient. They no longer rely on external praise or attention to feel valued. Instead, they have an internal foundation of confidence and self-respect that remains steady regardless of outside opinions. It is important to understand that self-worth is not determined by how others treat us. Sometimes, people may not appreciate or acknowledge our efforts, but that does not mean we are not valuable. Self-worth is about knowing that our value is intrinsic and not dictated by external validation. When people recognize their own worth, they set healthy boundaries and avoid relationships that do not align with their values or respect their individuality. They no longer feel the need to overcompensate or prove themselves to others. Instead, they focus on their own growth, happiness, and well-being. Building self-worth requires self-reflection and self-acceptance. It involves acknowledging one's strengths and weaknesses without judgment and embracing who we are as individuals. This means celebrating achievements, learning from failures, and understanding that everyone is unique with their own set of abilities and challenges. By focusing on personal growth and self-improvement, individuals can develop a strong sense of self-worth that does not waver in the face of criticism or rejection. Another important aspect of self-worth is self-care. Taking care of one's physical, mental, and emotional well-being is a reflection of self-love and self-respect. When individuals prioritize their needs and well-being, they reinforce their belief that they are valuable and deserving of care and respect. Engaging in activities that bring joy, surrounding oneself with positive influences, and setting healthy boundaries are all ways to nurture self-worth and reduce the need for external validation. Letting go of the need for validation does not mean ignoring feedback or constructive criticism. Instead, it means learning to differentiate between opinions that are helpful and those that do not align with one's values. When self-worth is strong, individuals can accept feedback with an open mind without letting it define their entire sense of self. They remain confident in their abilities and make decisions based on their own values and goals rather than the expectations of others. In conclusion, self-worth is about understanding and embracing one's value without seeking constant validation from others. It is about developing inner confidence, setting healthy boundaries, and focusing on personal growth and well-being. When individuals recognize their own worth, they become less affected by external opinions and more focused on living a fulfilling and authentic life. Instead of seeking approval from others, they learn to trust themselves and find happiness from within. Actions have always been considered a true reflection of a person's intentions, beliefs, and feelings. While words can be easily spoken and promises made effortlessly, it is through actions that the sincerity and authenticity of those words are truly revealed. In relationships, friendships, and even professional settings, actions carry more weight than words because they demonstrate a person's commitment and dedication. Whether it is showing love, support, or reliability, actions provide undeniable proof of one's intentions and values. Many people rely on words to convey their emotions or intentions, but without corresponding actions, those words can become meaningless. Promises of care, loyalty, and effort must be followed by consistent actions that reflect those commitments. For example, someone may say they care deeply about you, but if they never make an effort to spend time with you, support you in difficult times, or listen to your concerns, their words lose credibility. Actions, on the other hand, leave no room for doubt. They provide tangible evidence of how much someone values and respects you. In relationships, actions define the strength and depth of the connection. Love is not just about saying I love you, it is about showing love through small and meaningful gestures, such as being there when needed, remembering important details, and putting effort into making the other person feel valued. Genuine care is reflected in consistent effort, thoughtful actions, and a willingness to invest time and energy into the relationship. If someone's actions do not align with their words, it becomes clear that their promises are empty and they may not be as committed as they claim to be. Similarly, in friendships, true loyalty is shown through actions, not just words of support. A true friend does not just claim to be there, they prove it by standing by your side during difficult times, celebrating your successes without envy, and making an effort to maintain the friendship. It is easy to say, I'll always be here for you, but true friendship is demonstrated when they show up, offer help without being asked, and remain dependable no matter the circumstances. In professional settings, actions play an equally important role. Employers value employees who show dedication through their hard work and commitment, rather than those who simply make empty promises. A person who consistently meets deadlines, takes initiative, and supports their team proves their worth through actions rather than mere words. Trust and credibility in the workplace are built over time through consistent and reliable actions. One of the greatest challenges people face is distinguishing between words and actions, especially when emotions are involved. It is natural to want to believe in promises and hopeful words, but it is crucial to observe whether those words are backed up by action. If a person repeatedly fails to follow through on their promises or commitments, it is a clear indication that their words cannot be trusted. Learning to evaluate people based on their actions helps in making better decisions about whom to trust and invest time in. It is also important to understand that actions require effort and consistency. Anyone can make an effort once or twice, but true commitment is shown through repeated actions over time. Whether it is in relationships, friendships, or professional commitments, consistency is key. A single grand gesture cannot replace ongoing effort and dedication. In conclusion, actions speak louder than words because they are the true measure of a person's character and intentions. While words can be powerful, they only hold meaning when backed by genuine effort and consistency. Whether in personal or professional relationships, observing actions rather than relying solely on words leads to stronger, more trustworthy connections. Ultimately, it is through actions that true intentions are revealed and real trust is built. Focusing on yourself is one of the most important steps towards personal growth, happiness, and fulfillment. In a world where people often seek validation from others or compare their lives to those around them, it is easy to lose sight of what truly matters: your own well-being, goals, and aspirations. Prioritizing yourself does not mean being selfish. Rather, it means recognizing your worth, setting personal goals, and working towards becoming the best version of yourself. When you focus on yourself, you create a life that aligns with your values and desires, rather than being influenced by external pressures or expectations. One of the key aspects of focusing on yourself is self-awareness. Understanding who you are, what you want, and what makes you happy is crucial in living a fulfilling life. Taking the time to reflect on your strengths, weaknesses, and passions allows you to make better decisions and set realistic goals that align with your true self. Self-awareness also helps in identifying the areas of your life that need improvement, whether it be your health, relationships, or career. By focusing on personal growth, you can develop new skills, build confidence, and create a life that brings you joy and satisfaction. Another important element of focusing on yourself is setting boundaries. Often, people give too much of their time and energy to others, leaving little for themselves. It is essential to recognize when to say no and prioritize your own needs without feeling guilty. Healthy boundaries protect your mental and emotional well-being, allowing you to focus on your goals without unnecessary distractions. When you set boundaries, you create a balance between giving to others and taking care of yourself, which ultimately leads to healthier relationships and a more fulfilling life. Taking care of your physical and mental health is another vital aspect of focusing on yourself. A healthy body and mind are the foundation for achieving your goals and living a happy life. Prioritizing self-care activities such as regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate sleep can significantly impact your overall well-being. Additionally, practicing mindfulness and stress management techniques such as meditation or journaling can help you stay focused and maintain a positive mindset. When you invest in your health, you gain the energy and strength needed to pursue your dreams and handle life's challenges effectively. Focusing on yourself also involves letting go of comparisons and external validation. In today's digital age, it is easy to compare your life to others on social media, leading to feelings of inadequacy or self-doubt. However, everyone's journey is unique, and comparing yourself to others only distracts you from your own growth. Instead of seeking validation from others, it is important to find fulfillment within yourself by celebrating your progress and embracing your uniqueness. When you stop comparing and start focusing on your own path, you gain a greater sense of self-worth and confidence. Furthermore, focusing on yourself allows you to pursue your passions and interests. Engaging in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment can lead to a more meaningful and purpose-driven life. Whether it is exploring a new hobby, furthering your education, or pursuing a career change, Dedicating time to what truly matters to you can bring a sense of accomplishment and happiness. When you invest in your passions, you not only grow personally, but also inspire those around you to do the same. In conclusion, focusing on yourself is a powerful way to achieve personal growth, happiness, and fulfillment. It involves self-awareness, setting boundaries, prioritizing health, avoiding comparisons, and pursuing your passions. By dedicating time and energy to yourself, you create a life that aligns with your values and goals, ultimately leading to a more meaningful and satisfying journey. When you focus on yourself, you empower yourself to become the best version of who you are meant to be. Clarity is essential in life as it allows individuals to make informed decisions, set realistic expectations, and avoid unnecessary disappointment. When people are clear about their goals, values, and relationships, they can navigate life with greater confidence and peace of mind. On the other hand, a lack of clarity often leads to confusion, misunderstandings, and unmet expectations, which can result in feelings of frustration and disappointment. Choosing clarity over disappointment means being honest with oneself and others, setting clear boundaries, and seeking understanding rather than assumptions. One of the most important aspects of clarity is self-awareness. When individuals have a clear understanding of their own desires, strengths, and limitations, they can make choices that align with their values and long-term goals. Self-awareness helps in avoiding situations where expectations are unrealistic or based on false assumptions. It enables people to set achievable goals, communicate their needs effectively, and build relationships that are based on mutual understanding and respect. Without clarity, individuals may find themselves pursuing paths that do not truly fulfill them, leading to disappointment and regret. Clear communication is another crucial factor in avoiding disappointment. Many misunderstandings and conflicts arise because people fail to express their thoughts, feelings, and expectations openly. When individuals communicate clearly and honestly, they can avoid confusion and ensure that everyone involved is on the same page. Whether in personal relationships, friendships, or professional settings, being upfront about intentions and expectations helps prevent misunderstandings and reduces the chances of feeling let down. It is important to remember that people cannot read minds, and assumptions often lead to disappointment. Setting boundaries is also a key component of choosing clarity over disappointment. When individuals establish clear boundaries, they protect their emotional well-being and prevent others from taking advantage of them. Boundaries help in defining what is acceptable and what is not, ensuring that relationships remain healthy and respectful. Without clear boundaries, people may find themselves feeling overwhelmed, taken for granted, or resentful, which ultimately leads to disappointment. Clarity in setting and maintaining boundaries allows individuals to prioritize their own needs without feeling guilty. In addition to relationships, clarity is essential in goal setting and decision making. When individuals have a clear vision of what they want to achieve, they can create a realistic plan and work towards their objectives with confidence. Unclear goals often lead to frustration, as individuals may feel lost or unsure of their direction. Taking the time to define clear, achievable goals helps in maintaining motivation and prevents the disappointment that comes from feeling stuck or directionless. Clarity in decision-making also involves evaluating options carefully, considering potential outcomes, and making informed choices rather than acting impulsively. Letting go of unrealistic expectations is another important aspect of choosing clarity. Often, people set high expectations for themselves or others without considering the reality of the situation. When these expectations are not met, disappointment follows. Clarity involves having a realistic perspective, understanding limitations, and accepting that not everything will go as planned. By focusing on what is within their control and adjusting expectations accordingly, individuals can avoid unnecessary frustration and focus on progress rather than perfection. Furthermore, seeking clarity in relationships helps individuals avoid unnecessary emotional pain. It is important to be honest about one's feelings and intentions and to seek the same honesty from others. When relationships are built on clear communication and mutual understanding, they are more likely to be fulfilling and long-lasting. Clarity helps in identifying whether a relationship is worth investing in or if it is causing more harm than good. Rather than holding on to uncertainty, choosing clarity allows individuals to make healthier choices and move forward with confidence. In conclusion, choosing clarity over disappointment is a powerful approach to leading a more fulfilling and meaningful life. By prioritizing self-awareness, clear communication, realistic expectations, and healthy boundaries, individuals can avoid unnecessary frustration and focus on what truly matters. Clarity empowers people to make informed decisions, build strong relationships, and pursue their goals with confidence, ultimately leading to greater satisfaction and peace of mind.